Hello, my amazing viewers. I welcome you to another leadership dose for today. I would like to begin today's leadership enlightenment with a question. If you are newly elected or choosing into the leadership position, what's the first step would you like to take? I decided to ask this question because this is a question I often ask anytime I am called to train new leaders. I always ask them this question, and surprisingly, I'll get different answers. Some persons will talk about casting vision, some talk about setting goals, some talk about meeting the people, some talk about showing a clear direction or where they are going or expectation. And these are very wonderful. But then, is that the right place, the right step to take when you are given leadership position newly? I will tell you that is not. And the first thing you need to do is to build a relationship with the people that you want to lead. Let me tell you the truth. As I teach often that character is the foundation of leadership, relationship is the beginning of leadership. Why position is an admission into leadership. So leadership begins from relationship. So the first thing you need to do is to strengthen the relationship with the people you want to lead. And there are ways you do this. The first step you need to take is to be genuinely interested in them that you are in the position. That's the first thing. Now, when you show interest in the people, because people don't care how much you know, they want to know how much you care. So the second thing you should do is to do what? Is to focus on their strength, not on their weakness. Don't look at their weakness because everyone has a weakness. So your concern should be their strength. Actually, they have a weakness. Let them know that there are some weaknesses, but you are more concerned about their strength. Then another thing you should do is to do what? Identify their individual challenges. One thing you must understand is that as a leader, you are a dealer in hope. There is no that interest people more than seeing their leader encourage them in a time of challenges, letting them know that the challenges are temporary and they will overcome that. Now, you don't need to let them stay until they come. Approach them and find out their individual challenges and do what? Encourage them. Now, also find out their achievements, some of the things they have achieved individually. Then, and also their aspirations, and begin to commend them for their achievement. And the aspirations, let them know that it's a wonderful one and they can do greater than that. When you do this, you're already doing what? Getting into them. You know, you first get the heart of the people before you extend your hand. That is how leadership works, for where there is a good leadership. So, when you do this, then you go further, and you understand that you should make yourself accessible to them. Let them know that you are ready, willing, and available to help them. When you do all these things, there is no way your relationship with those you want to lead will not be strengthened. When you have strengthened this relationship, move to the next step. The next step you should take is to gain their trust. I don't know, many of us, I want to ask you a question. Have you used a glue before? You know, glue, usually you use it to hold two items strongly. Yes, either metal or whatever that you can hold strongly the two items. So that is how trust is in leadership. Trust is a glue that magnets the leader to their followers. Yes, you heard me well. Now, if a leader loses trust, he has lost everything. Oftentimes, when I teach people about leadership, I always tell them that leadership is central to the survival of any organization, be it a religious, community, national, non-governmental, whichever organization. Leadership is central to their survival. Then, character or trust is central to the survival of a leader. If a leader loses a character, he has lost everything. So some people think you think that they can make it with distrust life. No. So for you to be able to gain people to your side and for people to always remain on your side, you have to win their trust. And the way you work hard to earn money should be the way you should work hard to earn a trust. So when you have earned their trust, now you get to the next level. And that's the next step you take. That is when your vision comes. Because now you have already built a relationship and there is already a rapport between you and them. You're already building a teamwork. You already gain a trust. Now you cast your vision. You set a goal. This is now you do what? You give a clear direction and expectation of what your leadership is going to achieve. Now remember that you have already built a relationship and gained their trust. Does not mean you will drop these two and focus on. No. As you continue, you build on each other. So what you do now is when you cast your vision, begin to let them know where you are taking them to. I tell you the truth, when you cast your vision, people will not even wait for you to do that. That is when you will run with those that you are going to lead into your vision. That is when you journey into your vision. Now, when you do this, when you already cast your vision, then identify from among them. You know, when you are building that relationship, there are 4 basic things that are going to come out. You will know them. You will be able to know them deep. You study them and you get to know the emotional intelligence, the academic intelligence, their social intelligence, and the advanced intelligence. That's what building relationship will help you to do. And from there, you identify their individual capacity. Now, identification of their individual capacity now will help you to select those who are going to help you to succeed in your leadership. The best from among them. Then you place them in the order where they can do well. You place them appropriately. Then your leadership journey has begun. So when you have done this, then hit the ground running. Now you see people running with you, see them journey. See, the leadership will begin to be sweet because everyone will try to give contribution because you have already contributed to them. These are some of the steps that you need to take when you are given a leadership position. And finally, you set a standard. Yes, you set a standard, live the standard and preach the standard. There is no leader that succeeds without having a standard. And let me tell you the truth. You don't set standard for those that you are going to. You set a standard for and leave it, let them see it. When you do it, there's no way you will not succeed in your leadership. Share this video, let it go viral and reach to others. Let them know and know how important and where to start in the leadership. Thank you and see you in our next session.